We will call the County Commission meeting to order. We will begin by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join us this morning for a moment of silence and reflection. Thank you. We will begin by approving the minutes from September the 16th and September the 18th. Is there any question on the minutes?
No, I make a motion we approve.
I second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries. We've approved the minutes from September the 16th and September the 18th, 2025. Do we have any requests for public? No requests for public discussion or action. We have a number of commission orders before us this morning. The first one being Commission Order 2025-268, authorizing the execution of an IV-D County Reimbursement Cooperative Agreement with the Department of Social Services.
Make a motion, we approve Commission Order 2025 TAC 268.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion carries. You've approved Commission Order 2025-268. Next is 2025-269, the adoption of the County of Franklin on-site wastewater disposal code book.
No. Yep. 269.
Oh, maybe I need to sharpen up my glasses. A portion is in the matter of apportionment of county school interest of the fines and forfeitures for the year ending September 30th, 2025.
Make a motion, we approve Commission Order 2025 TAC 269.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We've approved 2025-269. Now, 2025-270, the adoption of the County of Franklin on-site wastewater disposal system code book. We made changes to the code, new and improved.
I'll make a motion we approve that.
I second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We've approved Commission Order 2025-270. Next is Commission Order 2025-271, the execution of a renewal with Markson for the lease and maintenance of a postage meter and folder inserter for the assessor's office.
Is there a date which this has to be approved by?
Looking for the renewal.
Occur here by October late, early.
We still have time for some action on this one, if we're going to table this.
If it's, yeah, we should have, yeah, early October.
Well, I mean, we've got a week virtually. I think we'll table it till at least till we have further discussion
I think so
on
too.
this one here.
You gonna make a motion? We table it? Or
I'll make a motion we table this one,
I second.
Order 271.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign, motion carries. We will set this aside. We are doing a little more investigation on the number of postage meters that we are currently operating. This runs about $3,000 per year per postage meter. And we're going to determine whether or not we need to downsize or if we are appropriately sized. So we'll set that one to the side. Next is Commission Order 2025-272. And that is the authorizing the naming of a road in Franklin County to Armadillo Lane.
Make a motion, we approve Commission Order 2025, TAC 272.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign, motion carries. We approve Commission Order 2025-272. Next, we have the 2025-273, the execution of the contract and bond for the construction of the Keel Line Road Bridge over Bucklick Creek.
Jim, this is one of the 80/20s? Okay. I make a motion, we approve Commission Order 2025, TAC 273.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye, opposed, same sign, motion carries. We've approved 2025-273.
Got one question on that. If I can interrupt for just a second. What's the start date on that bridge? Okay. Thank you, Jim.
Amanda, is there more than one signature spot on this? Yeah. Okay. All right. Next is 2025-274. The proclamation recognizing October 5th through October 11th as the National 4-H Week in Franklin County.
Make a motion, we approve Commission Order 2025, TAC 274.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign, motion carries. We've approved 2025-274.
And said proclamation you said is going to be read at 4:00 today at the Old Historic Courthouse by myself.
I
You're gonna
can't.
do that, Jim? Ken?
Yes. Thank you.
Finally, I believe finally, yes. 2025-275 is the consent agenda, and all items listed thereon is the building department fees for August and the recorder of deeds fees for August on the consent agenda.
I don't have any questions.
I don't either. Make a motion, we pass Commission Order 2025, TAC 275.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign, motion carries. We've approved 2025-275. Do we have any departmental reports this morning? Jim, you have any updates on anything? Right now, we're getting it. Not right, not this minute, but you think it's coming.
He's got it on order.
Yeah, it appears that like 1 o'clock this afternoon, we're going to have on cue, according to you, we're going to have rain, Jim. 1 to 1:30. You know, if I knew that you had the ability to do this, I'd have probably have asked for some assistance, some time ago. Now I'll put that a note aside that, we can order it up.
Fee-based.
Fee-based.
Jim, got another question for you on the Highway 100, which is now open. the material to the south of the road. I know you moved a piece of equipment down there to start on that. Could you tell me how deep you're going to go on removing that debris? In the pavement from 70, 80 years ago, disposing of that. Once we get down to the soil, grade that, and install fabric, surface on it, so it will be exposed to the air, moisture might stay collected. Soil below.
And you're gonna use riprap for that, or, I mean, right now, since you've moved that road 30 foot, obviously, now our slope could be much lesser slope there than we had in the past, something more stable. Okay, like a gabion ball material.
And that will go over the geo grid. Okay. Sounds good. Good job on that, Jim.
Yeah. Thank you, Jim.
Any elected official reports?
That's good.
Nobody wants to? No, all good, I guess. So any further discussion from the commission this morning?
Not I.
You guys got blue shirts on today. Nobody got, I didn't get the memo.
We got the memo.
Somebody failed to give me the memo.
Yeah. We have to work on that.
We'll have to work on the memo with the order of color. So, for somebody's colorblind, you wouldn't know.
Well, you're presiding.
Yeah.
Man, just got black on, so
Oh, perfect. When me and Amanda got the
Yeah.
memo, I guess.
you're balanced out.
All right. And nothing else, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh. I don't have a problem with it. Anybody else? You identify yourself and your location.
My name is Dave Gieske. I am Vice President of the Whispering Valley Lakes Improvement Association. And we have several issues. that
And
we'd
I
like to
think you
bring
have
up.
to, does he have to say where he lives and stuff, your address?
Got it? Before 86 Skyline. My address is 3128 Lakeshore Drive, New Haven, Missouri.
Sorry.
Okay, we have some issues that we'd like to address before the county board. We'd like some clarification. Number one, we are a private community. However, we do pay taxes to this county. And we'd like to know what help we could possibly get out there regarding removal of certain individuals, as well as the trash and old trailers and things that are going on out there that are kind of beyond our control. We need some help from the county, as far as we have people living in trailers out there with no sewer, no water. We'd like some clarification from the county on that, as far as, okay, just because we're a private community, is this a county thing that you can come in and tell people they can't do this?
That's more of a legal question, I would think, and probably, Bill, could you speak to some of that as far as the inspection of sewers and stuff like that?
We have been everywhere. We signed witness reports. I've turned them in several times, okay? And they go, well, it's just trash. We can't do anything. There's been a couple of times now, finally, they've moved on some things. Now, 3 properties out there we purchased with 3 old trailers on, which we have to wait now a year before we can bulldoze them and get them out of there. And I don't know if that's is that a county rule, a state rule? Is that a state rule? Okay. Another clarification that isn't brought up to us, we'd like to know. Also, how long does the county, once they've condemned the building, and how long does it take them to finally come out and say, all right, this thing's been 30 days, 60 days, they haven't done anything as far as removal? What then? Do you guys come out and do something? Do you come out and tag it again? What do you do?
I don't have the
I'm not
legal,
sure.
I don't have the legal background.
Well, we'd
for
like
that.
to know.
Do you have any,
If you don't have
Bill,
the
could you
answers,
speak
I
to
don't know
that?
who does.
well, it's a legal question. Do you have any?
Does that include trash, debris? Yeah, well, the one that's been condemned already, right? By the county.
Violation will come back in a time period to get it corrected. If the time period exceeds and they do not correct it.
Well, that's what I'm wondering what the time period is, sir.
Sounds
What
like,
is the time period?
Give it 30 days.
30 days. Okay, we have one out there now. It's been over 30
I mean,
days.
if we have to give them time, say with the sewer complaint, we're gonna give them time to get us, oil test to get a sewer design.
All right. I mean, for a long time, apparently, this is a new board we have out there now. And as a new board, we're trying to make the improvements. We're trying to get rid of the problems that have been going on for 20 years out there. We want to make this a nice place like it used to be 30 or 40 years ago.
What's
That
what's
was
the name of the
designed to be-
subdivision again?
Pardon me?
What's the name of that subdivision again?
Whispering Valley
Whispering.
Lakes.
And this is in Owens, or in New Haven?
Yes. You've been out there with me, Paul.
Yes, I have. I just wanted to make sure I got the name of the
Mhm.
subdivision right.
Yeah.
Do you still have people living in property that they don't own?
Yes, sir.
They just move in?
We've got one, that's another thing. We haven't heard, we had a hearing last week, okay, that our president went to regarding Lowry's living out there. And, we were trying to find out an order of trespass. And they went last week to court and we still haven't heard anything from the judge regarding what is going on with that. It was supposed to be ruled, and we haven't heard anything. Do we go across the street to find that out or what? I mean, I'd really like to know. Where do we go? Where do we start? What can we do to help? What can you do to help us? Because
Well-
right now, we feel like we're beating our heads against the wall and we don't know which way to go. We want to improve this. This is county property as well. I mean, if you guys, we don't have a problem with you taking it over, really.
well,
We'll
we
take the
want to,
gate down. You guys can have it.
we want to help, obviously as much as possible. But what I would suggest, number one, if you have safety issues with legal, as far as, that would consider the sheriff's department, contact sheriff's department for sure.
We
Okay.
have, and they kind of turned the deaf ear.
And
Uh,
Steve Pelton is very responsive, so,
Yeah, she actually had a sheriff, deputy sheriff tell her, oh, what does that mean? Yeah, it was laughable. They don't want to come out.
well, I'm sure,
I'm sure they did.
I'm sure Sheriff Pelton would like to hear that.
Yeah.
And if there was a deputy involved, he would probably like to hear that, who the deputy.
Sometimes it takes them forever to get out there. We've had people that don't belong there. We catch them. We can't hold them. All right.
No, you
And
cannot do that.
it's taught them climbing the fence, all kinds of things. Right.
Is that a gated, that
It's
gate is
gated.
closed?
But like I said, we,
One of our residents smashed our report.
yeah, we want to know about that.
It's in the court scan now, and that happened in July.
It happened in July and it still hasn't been in the prosecutor's office.
Yeah, I would highly suggest you don't take anything into your own hands, obviously. I know you can trust in the sheriff's department. As far as the courts go, you're going the correct direction. A ruling from a judge, obviously, we have no direct control over the judge and, or how they
Right,
rule or when
yeah,
they
we
rule.
understand that.
But I would stay on top of that, maybe send in a request to the judge. I don't know if there's something we can do, Mark, and ask, we can probably inquire. I mean, we have no direct control, but at least we could probably inquire as to what's the status of it. And then it'd be up to the judge still to even, I guess, answer us.
Yeah, waiting on a ruling and waiting
Yeah.
on prosecution for the other one.
Yeah. Well,
It costs us
Well, that's a-
$5,000 to replace it. You know,
that-
we just want to know.
The timing, here's the thing, and I'm going to make this statement about the court system here in Franklin County. Obviously, getting something into to that point. I mean, there's a multitude of cases. Again, we're looking. We would like to see opportunity for more. Maybe a potential another court to
Right.
be able to address the number of caseload that we have. So I understand your frustration when it comes to getting something adjudicated through the process, but everybody's experiencing the same thing for the number of court cases that are in the county. And that's a challenge. And so I said, justice delayed is just sometimes considered justice denied. It takes time to get something, ultimately through the process. So.
Okay. So in
Yeah.
other words, the wheel that squeaks the loudest is going to get the most oil if I go over there and start badgering and.
It ain't, that's not gonna get you up on the list. That's not gonna jump you in
Not
front
gonna
of
do
anything.
anything?
No, you're not gonna jump that case. I mean, if something's going to go to court, it's going to be in queue with all the other cases that are probably pending in front of it.
All right.
But you're not going to be able to jump that in front of anything else. I'm just telling you, there's a tremendous number of things that are going through the court process.
Mhm.
And it takes time to do that.
All right. Okay, so I guess my big question is where do we stand in the garbage and things like that going on?
well, my
Will the county
suggestion,
help us enforce that?
well, that's what I was going to get to. My suggestion there is that you said you'd turned in some of these to the, I don't know if it was P and Z you turned them into, or you turned them into building, but if you have documentation to that, and we
Of
can
course we do.
inquire also, we're in charge of those departments so that we can look into and see where the status is and what can be
All right.
done. And we can look at it
So,
as far as legality goes. We don't just have, it's not a
Do you have a,
dictatorship. We have to follow, any laws that are in place also. So we can look at what the complaint is. We
mhm.
can communicate with the department heads and see where they're at with it. And then we can confer with council to see what we can do legally about it. And I can assure you, we'll do everything we can to help out in that regard.
All right.
do you have a homeowners association formed?
Yes, we do.
I'm not familiar with
Yeah,
With
we,
that.
we do. Yeah.
and I'm assuming that is a legal document that's been recorded, the covenances and all
It
the
is.
things.
We're changing the covenants as well around right now. We're in the process, okay, of changing a few things as well to help us, okay, as a committee and residents sift out the things that have been a problem there for the last 20 or more years. Okay, so
That has been a
we're
long,
working on it. It has been a long time.
Yeah.
We do have a new board. We're working on it. Our problem is we get people out of there and they seem to drift right back in because all it takes is one bad apple to let the rest back in. Okay. And that's the problem we're having and we're trying to alleviate it, but it's difficult at times, and we just would like a lot of help. If we can get it from you guys, we really would.
How many residents live in the Whispering Valley Lakes?
What is there, like 400 and something? 429, something like that. I think there's 300 and some properties, 429 residents. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. It's quite a few. I mean, we got 15 miles of roads out there that we take care of. All right. Now, personally, I wish the county would take it over sometimes because then at least we got our roads plowed. When we had the ice storm last January, it was a freaking joke. We had people down there that couldn't get out for 3.5 weeks. It was unbelievable. Then we got a road grader now. We're trying to do something about that. We got chains for it. We didn't have anybody doing anything for us. We
Well-
were stuck, literally stuck down there, and we had no help from anybody. And it's sad, it really is, because we have some nice people out there, we really do. We have maybe a dozen people that are causing the problems, and once we get rid of them, we can rebuild like we're supposed to. And we could really, really use some push and help from the county. We really could at this point.
Well, that's a challenge when you decide whether you're going to be a private entity or a
Mhm.
public entity.
Right.
And early on, obviously, it's less expensive to be a private entity. And you don't have to build to the same standards in all cases.
You're right.
And what we see a pattern of is, and it's not, you may not have been there during the inception of that whole subdivision. So you're just you're a victim of it at
I'm a
this
late
point.
comer is what I
Right.
am. Yeah.
And so what happens is it gets to a point where maintenance gets so critical and expenses get so high. The natural reaction is to reach out to try and get every bit of help you can get. But unfortunately, what happens for an entity such as yourself that's private, you say, well, can you take us over? Well, then what happens legally, you have to bring yourself up to the current standards.
Right.
As far as building division goes, sewers, roads, as far as gym goes, paving,
Septic
you know,
out there.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then those are overly expensive also. So that's where the challenge comes in.
What are the
So,
county rules, or are there any, regarding people living in trailers full time with no water and septic?
well, that's a legal question again, but I think there is things on the books. I know as far as like RVs, you can only live in them, I think, 30 days or something. And then you can no longer live in an RV. So there are things in place.
Right.
But how it's enforced, how it's monitored, we'll have to get to those departments to see if it's
All right.
based on you fill out a form and bring it to the attention of P&Z, and then P&Z investigates it and says, yeah, there is an issue and there's a problem, then the clock my guess would start then.
All
And
right.
then it'd be a matter of, what can we do legally to
With no water and no electric,
that,
you can't get an occupancy permit.
Yeah,
can
some of
you?
them don't even have electric,
right?
nothing. I don't
Yeah.
know what
And
they're
it-
doing, but
That's unfortunate, that people have to live that way, obviously.
yeah,
But you have to somehow try to, it's not sustainable, obviously, and it's not fair to the property owners around that. So
Yeah.
there has to be some kind of mitigation in place, and that's what we try to do to balance it out.
folks I brought with me here, all have nice property. They want it all brought up to standards.
Mhm.
Okay, whole community. And it's hard to do sometimes when, like I say, you got a few people out there who just don't care. And that's the way they've lived for the last umpteen years,
I
It's gotta
understand.
stop, and we need county help in some ways to do that. So we have cleaned up a lot of it out there, but there's a lot more to do.
Well, I think again, this is my first, I'm not familiar with Whispering Valley, but in the problems that you're experiencing, obviously our building department, the planning and zoning
Planning.
issues. If things have been brought before them, I mean, we would probably utilize all avenues that we have
Okay.
available, legally to help this process play out. I'm certain that you guys have not been ignored at this point. But and the sheriff's office, I can't speak for them, but I'm pretty supportive of what the work that Franklin County Sheriff's Office does. And so I would be a little bit shocked if we aren't addressing things in the manner, because they pretty much do their job and always have. And so, but if there is a complaint, towards the Franklin County, obviously that needs to be brought to Sheriff Pelton if there's some issue there, because as far as I'm concerned, they're a stellar operation. And they do
Okay.
a pretty fair deal. So, but we
I
will.
appreciate your time.
We will help in whatever ways that we can legally to help. Again, this is not a problem that doesn't exist. It exists other places in the county as well, where we have problem landowners and people that do not take care of their property in a manner that would be suitable for most people. And so we understand that. We understand trying to get it rectified.
Mhm.
And we appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I'm sure there's a lot of other things you could be doing other than, sitting here and telling us the things that are challenging.
Did you want to add something to that? Now that's a whole new twist.
We've currently put on 2 additional drug enforcement officers, and the sheriff, I know they have cooperative agreements even throughout this area, this region, with other enforcement agencies.
Mhm.
So for sure, I would bring that to the sheriff's attention, because they're very responsive in regards to any drug issues like that. And they would be more than happy to take care of that issue for you, I'm sure.
Lieutenant Beckett's
If
standing
there's
right back here in the rear.
evidence that they
I think
could
that's
move
the
on.
gentleman you need to talk to.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have evidence, especially if you can bring, you know, you never want to place yourself in danger or anything like that. But if it's something that easy enough, you can snap a picture or something like that and bring it to their attention, that definitely will help bring the help you need, because they can't just willy-nilly go in and do stuff either. They have to have a reason, and they have to have some sort of evidence that should say or to indicate that there is a problem there. It may be atmospheric. You can smell it. I understand that if there's a meth operation going on, you can smell it from pretty far away. So that may be enough probable cause for them to act, but they have to be there at a time when they're actually cooking something, but any evidence that you can provide or turn over to the sheriff's department would be greatly appreciated and would help your cause and your effort. And I'm sure you'll see action in that regard, taking care of that.
Yeah.
I would provide all that sheriff's department. I mean, we're not long, well, you know, that's sure. Yeah. Well, I can tell you Sheriff Pelton is very reactive, very, very reactive to any drug issues like that. That's outside the law. Mhm. Well, sometimes you're getting a response, but you're just not aware that it's ongoing at the time. Because that's, you know, they can't, obviously, the nature of it, they want to broadcast what's happening, but I wouldn't rule out something's already being done there, but it's always good to make sure to check and provide any evidence you have.
Yeah.
If it's a gated community, how could they come in and patrol? They do.
Yeah, they have access. All the utility companies have access, fire, everybody. So, but I will be filing new witness reports. You can throw the ones away from last year, apparently. And we'll be,
Takes care of danger structures and septic
Yep.
complaints.
So-
Like, it's only take care of your trash, your debris. That's sometimes you don't.
yeah. I mean, yeah, last year I did photo documentation and everything, it kind of fell on, yeah, it's okay, you know, kind of thing. But now I see some progress being made, and I appreciate that. So, thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And thanks everyone for taking time out of your busy day to come in and bring that to our attention.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion with adjourn.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion to adjourn carries. We are adjourned.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody.